Good morning. I have had those comments lately, 3 comments coming from the same guy, and from what I am seeing, it is the same problem he asked in 3 different ways, and I thought it could make a good video to answer to all of that here. So please make a video on how to develop laser sharp focus. Please make a video on self-belief. Hey, can you please make a video on how to get rid of internal resistance? So obviously there is the same component into all of them, which is something inside yourself is blocking you and you can't figure out what it is. And quite often people who arrive into that space with the law of attraction, they want to visualize their future to make sure they are going to achieve their goals or like become better financially, with women, with whatever they want to manifest. It is always, they sense there is something resisting, but they can't articulate what specifically. So it's very common, it's very normal, it's called defense mechanisms. That's completely normal. It's what everybody has, even the people you think are super successful and never have any problem. If they are a human being, they have that too. Defense mechanisms are always about protecting you in some way. It is because there is some fear, some wound, some anger or some guilt or something or some shame inside yourself that is too painful to really see, and therefore when you want to visualize something or when you want to be productive into some project you have, you end up just procrastinating and you don't know why, because you are going to take action but there is something blocking you, or you just do the same things over and over again. It's not bringing anything. How to go past that? The thing, in my opinion, is that you don't really pass through that. You don't really find a solution unless you get deep in trance. So the whole visualization thing, yeah, it does work if you are trained first to get deep into a very deep state of relaxation, of mental relaxation. And people who have never practiced meditation, never practiced self-hypnosis, or have never been hypnotized, it has to be one of those three, they don't even know what it is to really disconnect your brain, to really get down to a state where you don't have the worries anymore, you don't have the fears anymore. Right now, for example, I'm doing that every morning. I get into a really deep state, then I tell my unconscious mind, just make me visualize what I need to see right now. I don't even try to consciously understand, oh, I should visualize this goal or this project, whatever. I just give free time, free material to my unconscious mind to go into the visualization that are needed. And like 1 time out of 5, it is bringing some feelings I was not even aware of. Sometimes it is something I was scared about that I was not even aware of. Sometimes it was one thing I was really hurt about that happened in my life about 6 months ago that I was not even aware of. I mean, I knew it happened, but I didn't know it was such a burden inside. So it's only when you go super deep in trance that you really have access to those nasty blockages deep down, because on the conscious state, they are not even accessible unless you are going to see a hypnotherapist or a professional NLP coach or any competent mental coach. And even then, depends who you are going to see. It's more about going deep so that you can be in touch with the deep blockages that you are not seeing or not hearing consciously. How do we get that deep? Back in the day, I was listening to so many hypnotic tracks, and I have been seeing hypnotists many times when I was in my early 20s, that it just became a habit for me to close my eyes and use some process to go completely down in trance. And from that state, I can see very clearly and hear what is the thing that's blocking me right now. Until you uncover that, you can do all the visualization you want, you can rehearse success, yeah, I'm gonna be successful. It's not gonna do anything because there is still the deep block inside that hasn't been handled. Luckily for you, there is a 7 days free challenge in the description. It is completely free. It is 7 days, 7 hypnotic tracks, and the whole process over those hypnotic tracks is made for that. The first one is only about getting yourself deep enough so that all the other ones can be done from a very powerful unconscious state, and you will be able to see many more things you were not seeing before. So my advice is just download that. It is free, so there is nothing to pay. Just go there, listen to all of them, and then see what comes out of it. And after listening to the first one, the first hypnotic track, where on purpose I am leading your mind to get into a deeper state, if it really doesn't work, then if you book a coaching with me, then we can work on that privately, one-on-one. But otherwise, if it already works, just use that and make sure you always get deep before you want to develop this laser sharp focus that you said, to unlock this self-belief. Anything you want to do on yourself, get deep first. If you don't get into a deep state first, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to be scratching the surface, but never really going to be going to go at the heart of your problem or of the thing that is blocking you right now. So first, go deep, use the trance process I have produced into those 7 days, and then you can elaborate, develop this self-belief, develop this internal confidence, develop this laser sharp focus, all of that.